All right, over here in the red, got our little Terran. First Terran here.
GSL Clide.
Is Clyde his English name?
You know, I don't know.
Don't know.
Maybe it is.
Clyde is like the name of a sleepy cat. Okay, here we have the bottom left. Will he find his pot of gold? Actually, I guess leprechauns do that. I totally botched that.
Well, where do they find it?
At the rainbow.
Exactly.
Maybe there's a pot of gold behind his computer chair.
Well, he's up 1-0. Is he about to turn into a double rainbow?
Ooh, that would be so intense. Thank you, LG Intel and G.SL for making this event possible. This map, I believe, as I've said before, just looking at the way it looks, I think it was inspired by Han. Well, I have never played League of Legends. I don't know if the map looks similar.
I don't know, Tasteless.
My experience with Han was when I had Diapollo as a roommate and trying to learn that game while he yelled at me.
That's terrible.
That's terrible,
I can't believe he did that to you.
It's okay. I'm a tough guy. Now, we have an SCV moving out now for Rainbow, going by this lovely waterfall.
And the Clide SCV going by the Brimstone.
It's probably where all the Evian water bottles are, get their water from.
Oh, yeah?
Is that rainbow?
Well, I think that right in front of the natural of Clide, that's where they make the orc armies.
Yeah, I think so.
You can cut down the trees and make the Ents sad.
And he will get in there, Rainbow, just in time. Why are you laughing at that? Sometimes I just say things and they're like correct and come out.
I actually wasn't even listening to you, Taste. I was just thinking of Lord of the Rings references. I'm sorry.
Aritosis.
Proxy barracks from Clyde. Wow,
What are you
and a
doing,
tech
Clyde?
lab from Clyde on the first barracks. Very, very interesting. Maybe he's suspecting that it's going to be tech from his opponent this game?
I think he's not. If this does work, let me put it like this. If this rush does not work, he's going to use that barracks to scout the main, try to play it out safe.
Certainly, but a Reaper's being made tasteless.
And as we learned in, what was it, one of our up and down matches?
Versus
apparently those things kill Hellions?
Yeah. Yeah,
I think the whole world was just sat up in their chairs like a Reaper beats a Hellion. I did not know that.
It's pretty crazy.
No, I'm serious. You know how many games I see a Hellion when I have a Reaper and I run away?
Yeah,
yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
no, I know.
I'm like,
I had a nub moment like that as well. Normally, I always have a Stalker out in my base to kill a Reaper.
Right.
And then it came in, I had my Sentry, I'm like, ha, and I right-click on it, and then my Sentry died. I was like, I guess that does actually make sense.
Yeah, yeah.
You just feel like your units are strong with Protoss sometimes, man. Oh my god, he's going 2 Barracks Reaper!
You know, these two guys are showing us such cool builds.
Yeah, they are. But this Reaper is about to meet up with a Marine Tasteless. I'm surprised he didn't just keep the Marine there. Now he's just going to lose it. He would have been behind the brush, gotten in some extra hits on the Reaper. I'm really surprised. He could have dealt some damage to the Reaper. Well, Clyde expanding behind this, not all in at all.
That's not going to protect you, Rainbow. That's a Hellion.
Tasteless, this is so interesting to me.
Here's what I think could occur is if you just have enough Reapers, that everything suddenly just dies before Reapers can be killed.
This is... My brain is like going a mile a minute. People on the Korean server are experimenting a little bit more. I was actually playing with the old famous guy Showtime the other day, and he was going Reaper against Protoss, like mass Reaper.
Rainbow left at just the wrong time.
Yeah, he did, man. And now all these Marines going to go down very, very quickly. And down go these Hellions pretty quickly as well. And he does have a couple more Reapers on the way.
You know, here's the problem is that Rainbow lost so much just there.
Yeah.
And remember, Reapers are faster than Marines. I mean, he was trying to run away with the Marines knowing they'll lose, but it doesn't matter.
And these are going to provide him with great scouting as well. Here they come up. 3 Reapers right now. A Banshee is being made. No cloak. And he's just going to go after our SCVs. Oh my god, Tasteless.
This build is sick, man.
This is so awesome. I'm so glad we are seeing the Reaper back in play. And that's it. That's the end of the Reapers. But thank you, Clyde. You have made my day.
Yeah, that's a great build. But, you know, there is a problem with the fact that if you go Reapers like this and they get a Banshee out, you're not going to have the necessary anti-air.
Well, Clyde does have, he just scans right there. And with that scan, did not see the starport, but I think you can safely assume there is one. He does have an engineering bay, so we may see a turret going up. In fact, he already has a turret. Never mind. He has 2 turrets placed in amazingly good spots. In fact, this Banshee might just die, Tasteless. I think it might just die. This happens when people have turrets placed really well.
Yeah. This happens when I'm trying to be a really good player in macro. My Banshee flies into a turret because I have bad priority. All right.
Here we go. Oh. And Rainbow, well, he's a multitasker, Tasteless. That's what he does. He's not sloppy like Tasteless.
You take it back.
This guy
when
is
you
just
say
shirt
bad
tucked
things
in.
about Tasteless, Tasteless starts talking in third person.
I know. He hurts too much.
So this alternate personality comes out that defends me.
Blue Flame on the way for Rainbow. Looks like he may go for a similar strategy.
Yeah, he actually may try to counter this. Probably aware that, I mean, if you get this many Reapers, you certainly are lacking in other areas.
And the Reaper, the Banshee rather, taking some damage there.
That Marine sounded like he burped when he died. He was like, burp. Up. Get out. Second Banshee in here. Whoa, missed micro by. What is going on with this Banshee?
I don't know.
He just froze.
That was bad. Poor guy. Is still harassing his other one. 7 kills on it. It's doing a good job. Has to get about 7 more to make up for that other Banshee.
Oh my god.
And down it goes. So Clide has secured himself his expansion. He's up by a lot of supply, 52 to 38.
I don't know if Rainbow's handling of this was the best that it could possibly be. I think it might have been better to just take an expansion and play it safe. You know what I mean? You have the Banshee out. You need to keep making all the stuff.
Well, right now, he has 4 Hellions on the way, a Medevac on the way. Looks like we're going to see a Blue Flame Hellion drop once again. Hopefully this time does not go as badly as last time. And a lot of factory stasis, so he's definitely going to go mech again.
Am I correct in thinking that Clide is the name of a sleepy cat?
Yes, stasis.
It doesn't sound like a name
sleepy
of a cat that
and
sleeps.
a serial killer.
Yeah, he either eats people after he kills them, or he's a sleepy cat. If you disagree, you let me know on Twitter. I'm Call Me Tasteless.
And if you agree, let me know on Twitter. I'm Artosis.
Yeah, and also at GOMTV's Twitter. It is simply GOMTV. We had the old one, GOMTV Net. The new one is GOMTV. Uh-oh. What's he doing with this medevac?
The medevac? Well, the Hellions are in the middle, and the medevac is empty. Looks like he's probably just going to go over there with them in a moment.
I think what he wanted to do is, in case there was a Viking there, he wanted to just lose the medevac, not the Hellions, too.
Yeah, that may be a good choice, but a sensor tower is going up in Clyde's base, so he's got to do it. Tasteless now or never. And 6 Hellions out. He's actually getting a lot of these Blue Flame Hellions.
It's interesting to see Rainbow do these kind of mech-intensive early builds.
And here we go with the natural. A lot of Blue Flame Hellions, Tasteless. Clyde maybe in a little bit of trouble, but he does have Stim.
Needs to run and wait for Stim to wear out. Oh! Gutsy move, turns around, does a little shot. Now, of course, without medevacs being out, I mean, those Marines are somewhat permanently damaged. So you might want to actually fly in there with the empty medevac and try to get the Marines to go into the main.
Yeah.
And then just move into the front again. Whoa, this is like a mass Hellion build. Look at Rainbow being a little baller.
Yeah, he is, man.
Cool little
More
builds.
Hellions coming up. And these medevacs just aren't healing him enough. A siege tank does come out that may drive away the Hellions. Hellions are going to want to target the siege tank. It becomes really, really hard to actually target the Marines at this point. And I think it's time for the drop, Tasteless.
It's drop time. Drop a clock. Is he going to use this medevac? I really want to know what's going on with this medevac.
Yeah,
okay, here we go.
But Tasteless, you said it was drop clock. I think it's half past drop because there's a sensor tower, there's missile turrets, there's Marines in the main.
True.
That time has passed.
I got to really commend Rainbow, though. He is not using Marine King Prime style, not using a standard, like what we see from MVP or not.
What about Clide? He went 2 Barracks Reaper in TVT.
Yeah, these guys are really deviating from the norm.
Yeah, they are. This is really, really cool. And we do have a Hellion attack up at the front. A Marauder and a Siege Tank laugh and kill a Hellion, taking almost no damage.
Can't believe they laughed at him. That was that Hellion's last moment. Okay, here we go.
Clyde with the drop, but at the same time a drop. And that's going to...
All right, Clyde's drop. The Rainbow's drop, rather denied. Now it's up to Clide to try to mow down as many SCDs.
Nice drop so far, but as the Blue Flames come in, he does have to get out of there.
You know, one interesting factor is that these drops are really difficult to pull off with Blue Flame Hellion in play.
That is quite true. Unless it's a Hellion drop. I mean,
Yeah.
not a Hellion drop, but a Marauder drop. And an interesting little drop here. Might just want to take out a tech lab or two.
Oh.
Hellions scare him away. And Clide, once again, way up in supply. 127 to 100. Similar to last game. But last game, Rainbow still won, man. He had no problem.
He needs to dump that stuff out. That's too late.
Doesn't matter. There's Blue Flame Hellions waiting for him.
Yeah.
I think they
Well,
might rather die in the dropship.
I would have landed the dropship in this lower part in this foggy area.
That's why Tasis never loses.
That's why I never lose.
Breaks the rules of the game. Does things that would be logical in real life. That's why he doesn't play space maps with Zerg.
No, man, doesn't make any sense. How many meters going to fly, man? There's nothing there, either the drag or the lift, you know, with their little wings. All right, Barracks now gone. He just wanted to see what the unit composition was. Frankly, I think you'd actually just want to go mass pure Marauder in this game. I don't even know if siege tanks are going to be as helpful. All right, he's got the siege up now.
And a lot of Hellions are taken out, but he still has plenty left over. And of course, he does have the spotting due to the Vikings. But, well, Zumlog Watchtowers are going to be a very useful spot for Clide. And here we go. Rainbow, for some reason, walking in here.
Overextension by just a little bit.
Does look
Those
like
Marauders do a lot of damage to siege tanks.
Just slight overextension, though. Could have been a lot worse. Well, now it's getting pretty bad.
Nice control by Clide. Nice stutter micro as he moves forward.
And Rainbow, he's still sitting there on 3 fact, man. He actually can't rebuild that army. That's one of the bad things. When you go mech, you can't lose units because you can't rebuild them. You don't have enough factories.
Every unit becomes much more precious.
Yeah. And here we go. He's coming in here.
All right, he's just not quite in far enough. Clide is. Nice targeting on the Vikings. And for the first time, it's going to be Rainbow that doesn't have air priority here. Oh, he really needs to get that Viking. No.
Some brave Marines.
Yep. Now, what he should really do, well, actually, this barracks changes everything because he can keep peeking with the barracks.
So Rainbow is safe for now. Yeah, it doesn't look like a position that Clide really wants to stim into. But in the meantime, man, he's gotten up his 3rd base. He's getting pretty far ahead, and if Rainbow actually tries to leave, then Clide can go and kill him.
He is so close. Remember, guys, Rainbow does not have a 3rd base. We haven't really gotten much attention to that. Clyde, in fact, does have a 3rd base up and running. So
Rainbow is actually falling apart a little bit.
He's in really bad shape. I mean, he's holding on here, but there's another story going on here, and it's called Clyde's economy. Also, whoa!
Clyde deciding it is time. The Blue Flame Hellions taking out a lot of Marines, and as well as the siege tanks.
Looks like Clyde down the siege tanks, but Clyde.
Yeah,
that was an enormous blunder.
It certainly was, Tasteless, and suddenly Rainbow basically destroys Clyde's little army right there. He's going to be able to move out now. Clyde really underestimating the power of these +2 siege tanks and Hellions. But still, Clide has a vastly superior economy.
To some extent, I'm under the impression Clide has little, if any, experience in dealing with this mech stuff. Like this in Starcraft 2. You know what I mean?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, he's not quite playing right against it. Almost, but a little bit more practice against it, I think he'd be showing much better results. Now, 85 SCVs for Clide, 32 for Rainbow. That's a pretty big deal. Rainbow is actually just about mined out in the main. Clide pretty much mined out there as well. And it looks like Clide may be getting ready to take yet another base.
Well,
Rainbow's scouting around.
I think, generally speaking, the best way to handle this, remember that siege tanks are best when they're in siege mode, especially against Marauders, is if you actually go Marine King Prime style with just pure Marauder and only engage when they're unsieging.
Here we go. Clide just stimming in, and even if he doesn't win this battle, he's going to be able to just make more units, go in again. But he does win it pretty handily. We're going to see a GG here momentarily. Rainbow actually has nothing left.
Well, you know, I like what Rainbow did with his style, but I think this is a game where we haven't seen anybody properly engage the other player, with the exception of the Reaper Rush, or Reaper Rush rather, to start.
No, you're actually completely right, Tasteless.
Careful, don't burn the goat. All right.
The goat's invincible.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the Zerg need to start investing goats on this map then.
Yeah, they do.
They need a goat unit.
Little Zerg goat.
Yeah, man.
A goatling.
A goatling.
Yeah. Going mass goatlings.
Goatlings.
Get their RAM upgrade.
Do you know what I do when I trash talk on the ladder? Is I actually, whenever I beat a Zerg player and I start to beat him, I call him a noobling.
Oh, yeah?
Or a nerdling.
Oh. So cute, though, Tasteless.
Thank you. All right. He's
Well,
actually going to just drop, I think, units on top of the siege tanks as he pushes forward here.
Should be able to kill him right here. They want to heal instead do their job, which is drop, and that's going to be it. We'll be seeing it GG.
Well played by Clide. We're going to have to go on to the rubber match here. Landing mules to dis. Nice. You know, I love this thing people start doing when they just land mules on their opponent.
Yeah, it seems like everyone wants to spend their mules before leaving the game as well. A lot of times you'll see even a losing player land all his mules and then GG.
Well, you know, you got so much adrenaline going on when these games are occurring.
You want to show how many mules you have.
Yeah, man.
Like, only reason you won is because I didn't have this extra 10,000 minerals from these 3 mules. It was like, they don't mind that many minerals on Toasters. Like, yeah, they do.
I don't understand sarcasm. Well,
It
guys,
is tied up 1-1.
this is an exciting match here, TDT.
Dude, I will give anything to
It's
see
one
that
of the best
Reaper build
TDTs
again.
we've casted in a while because these are unique builds. I'm actually learning a lot here.
Yeah,
These two guys.
the Reaper one, man. I just want to see that again and again and again.
I do as well.
Reapers are actually one of the most exciting units.
Oh, absolutely. It's like it reminds me a little bit. Well, if you see them used and they're not just for scouting, yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
Now you see, actually, notice what Clyde's doing with his wrist. Actually, he was doing a little stretch there for a minute. You want to make sure that tendons in your left hand, especially, get stretched when you play a lot of Starcraft. You guys think I'm joking, but I'm actually completely serious.
It's very important.
Now our map is Metalopolis, and this is a classic map. It'll probably be one of our longer Terran versus Terrans here, since the map can be split in half. So stamina, endurance are key here.
Terminus Ream.
I'm sorry, we had the wrong graphic come up for Metalopolis. The map is Terminus Ream. We apologize for that graphic mistake. So anyways, head-to-head, here at the Super Tournament, one of these Titans is going to go on to the round of 32. Let's find out.